Hello, hello. All right, so I had a great question come in from one of my coaching clients. Really not a question, more of a statement. She said, Heather, I was feeling so prideful about the progress I was making. I thought I was doing good, and then all of a sudden, this one thing shifted in my journey last week, and now I've been struggling, and I'm really having a hard time wrapping my head around that. And I left her quite a long message back because I told her that one of the things that really helped me in my journey was being served humble pie multiple times. And what's humble pie, you say? Well, humble pie is when you continuously lose weight, say that you can do it on your own, and then you fall flat on your face, or you lose a tremendous amount of weight, you're doing super good, and then all of a sudden, for seemingly no reason, you're back to your binge eating behaviors and you're gaining it all back. It's kind of like you went up and then you came down. And what I explained to her is, I say this all the time and I think it gets glossed over, or people go, oh yeah, I get that. But I really want you to get this. What we have to remember is we will not be fixed. This is not going to be easy. It's worthwhile, but it's not easy. There will be constant food events you face. There will be times where everything is seemingly going well, and then all of a sudden you realize you're in some weird pandemic situation and life has changed dramatically. You went from doing super stellar to now you're just barely getting by. That's called life. And the problem that we all face, those of us who want to lose weight, keep weight off, is the thing that we use to cope with a lot of emotional issues, the thing that we depend on sometimes when we're feeling certain ways is readily available all the time. And there's tons of social events that pivot completely around our thing that will make us happy and feel good, right? So we have to understand that as we progress in our journey, one, we don't need to make this more difficult. It's difficult enough, meaning that you don't have to say, oh, I'm losing all this weight. I'm doing fantastic. I don't need my support group. I don't need my coach. I don't need any help, because within a certain period of time after that, it's amazing how quickly the wind shifts. And again, speaking from personal experience, how quickly the wind shifts and you fall flat on your face. So I made a decision for myself in my journey that I wasn't going to make this more difficult. I had tried that multiple times. I decided whatever Heather needed to keep this weight off, we would do. We wouldn't go in and think we should be able to do this on our own. We should be better at this by now. No, I'm going to accept that tomorrow I could have a bad day. I could make a poor choice, and I'm going to be the first one in the Half Size Me community to raise my hand and say so. I'm not going to sit there and pretend to be some kind of more advanced student or anything like that. I accept that this is my struggle. I accept that there's going to be off days. And what I'm looking for is more good days than off days. I've checked my pride at the door. I'd encourage you to do the same. I've accepted this is my struggle. I'm going to have to always think through eating events. I'm going to always have to think through what would set me up for success. It's kind of a condition you have to monitor constantly. And I don't say any of this to scare you, because I'll tell you now, being 170 pounds lighter, I don't regret any of it. I don't view it as being a problem. It just is. It's just like if somebody is struggling with diabetes, they're going to have to monitor their blood sugar. They're going to have to alter what they eat. They're going to have to potentially give themselves insulin injections, right? They've got to do those things in order to get through the day. I have my own checkoff list that I have to do. I have to also remind myself that this is difficult and I don't need to make it more difficult. Lean into support. Tell people when you're struggling. That's the point at which you need it the most. And then the times that you're coasting by, great. Know it's there as your backup plan, because I would bet a large sum of money that at some point you're going to need it again. I know, because I have. So I just want to encourage you, drop the pride, accept that this is your struggle, Make a plan to always, check in with yourself daily. Where am I at? What do I need? Make sure that you're thinking through what's going to be best for you, and don't make this harder than it already is. Accept help. Accept that you need community. Accept that you need support, because this is a serious thing, but it can be really done well if you don't make the levels of difficulty more than what already exists for weight management. You guys have a great one. I'll talk to you soon.